Hey guys, welcome back. In this episode, should you pick up one of them baby arcades or one of them big ones? We'll talk about it right now. Oh, hey! Justin, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. How's it going?
Good, because we ran the intro and now I'm pumped.
He gets
I'm
so pumped, so I guess maybe we'll do the intro while we're here. Hit that like button because you know what? We're gonna bring it today. If you want us to bring it, hit that like because we're trying to get some more likes on these videos. You know, share, get some more people in this group. Be good. So, Ralph, I have to tell you, today has been, this week has been completely nuts.
You damn right it has, Justin.
It's been
you damn right.
Crazy. The first thing we have to talk about is the elephant in the room. And the elephant in the room is the Street Fighter cabinet that you got.
Yeah. So I got a full-size Street Fighter cabinet. I got a full-size CR20. Actually, I have kind of it's actually a little, not totally rare, but it is the one with it's the Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. It's a Z-back cabinet, although it's not actually called that. It's called a Z-angle cabinet, but everyone calls it Z-back, and it's by a different company than Dynamo. It's actually just the other company. There was like all these different cabinets that were being made around that time, and Capcom would ship the kit to these places. So it's actually not the Dynamo cabinet, but it is a pretty sought-after cabinet. It's really cool. And it has a 25-inch CRT. So it has, like, when you're playing Street Fighter up on a 20, like close with a 25-inch CRT, it's like a crazy different experience. That like was the experience I had in the arcade, but you kind of forget, right? It's been a long time. It was like 1992, 93. Like that's a long time ago. I'm 40 years old now. So
that's right.
But man, it's so fun.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, my goal was to get into arcade cabinets, and I live in Des Moines, the Des Moines area, and there's not a lot of arcades going on, Now, I did learn recently...
Why is that? Is Des Moines not a hotbed for... Was there not like a lot of arcades in Iowa?
Well, I'll tell you, there's this guy, I don't know who he is, but it seems like there's this person that buys up all the arcades in the area and then raises the rates. And, so like the cheapest cabinet that I could find was like $1,300, and it's not even a very good one. So I'm starting to try to like look for more. There is an auction here. And maybe I'll go there once things stop being so crazy and hopefully everything gets back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone just mentioned there's a big auction in that area. Haven't been there, so maybe that's where you get all the good deals. But at least recently you inspired me because I've always wanted to get a Play Choice 10. Because I played a Play Choice 10 when I was a kid. The Walmart had it.
Why did I inspire you for that?
Because you were picking up the Street Fighter cabinets. And I was like, that got me back into it. I was like, maybe. And so I started looking in Kansas City, maybe outside of Des Moines, and then just all of a sudden, I see all of this availability, and I saw 2 Play Choice 10s that looked really, really good. But now's not the time for me to purchase it, but I'm gonna keep an eye out.
So you actually found a couple then locally?
Yeah, there were 2 in Kansas City, and
I'm just curious because so since we're talking about this topic, we didn't even talk about the topic is like kind of this sort of like idea of what would be for someone, right? Like, do they go the full size route? Do they go this 3/4 scale route? But like, what was the pricing? Because that's the thing too, right? It's like, some of the rare stuff can be expensive,
right? It was like it was above $1,000. It was like $1,400, but I'm assuming like maybe there's some wiggle room, right? And then maybe I could find a better deal. Now, you were able to get these for a pretty good deal. Would you mind sharing the ballpark price what you were able to pick these up for?
Yeah, so the people on the people in the chat don't even know I picked up a second cabinet. So this cabinet that is showing right now was the first cabinet I picked up. It's that Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, the Z-back cabinet. This one was around $800. So not super cheap, but for what that is, the time period, the era, the condition, that's pretty good. I mean, they probably could go for a lot more. Now, you can also find people, here's the beauty of this, is if you're willing to go, just like people do retro gaming hunts, people go on arcade gaming hunts. And if you wait and you have patience, people throw stuff up all the time that want to get rid of it. The thing is, a lot of people put these in their houses and like their wives don't want it there, or their
Right.
girlfriends, or whatever. And so like some at one point in time, or maybe they just get sick of it and they want to get rid of it. So sometimes I'm not saying pry on the people that want to get rid of stuff, but a lot of times they post it super cheap because they want it gone. Now they'll get snagged up really quick, but set alerts on like eBay or offer up or Facebook Marketplace, and you can find deals. That's what I had. I had a Street Fighter 2 alert that was set up for a really long time, and it popped up and I was like, bam, I just got on it, right?
Yeah.
So there, and then the other cabinet that I don't have video of, unfortunately, is I got a second Street Fighter cabinet, but the original Street Fighter, so Street Fighter 1.
And that you got a really good deal on, right?
That one I got for $300. So that's the cost of a 1-up without the kit. The old school prices of a 1-up, $299.
Yeah, so I think it just comes in waves. You know, it depends on where you live. It depends on what cabinet it is, the time frame, and it's possible that you can pick up these cabinets for cheap. And keep in mind, we're doing this video, we're talking about modern, or, you know, not modern, but I meant like the vintage arcades, which are typically way more expensive than the arcade 1-up. We're not by any means saying everyone go sell their arcade 1-ups like they're trash or anything like that. There's a lot of different, you know, it's completely different. You know, as you know, you can fit so many more of the arcade 1-ups in the same space. But I am thinking that I would love, like, that inspired me right there, what you're showing where the deck pulls out and you can kind of work on it. Because I'm the type of person, I think it comes from my dad. My dad was a mechanic and he liked to restore cars. And so my grandfather was like did work on trains, right? So I've always had this thing where it's like I'm the third generation, and my generation it's electronics and software, you know. So
but Justin, that's one of the things. So just because you and I are a lot alike. Now I want to mention this because this is one of those reasons why you might want to pick up one of these.
Right.
If you enjoy, like, let's say you're someone that has an arcade 1-up and you modded it, but you're constantly playing with it. Like you didn't mod it and leave it. Like you modded it and it's like you're always trying to do a different thing to it, right? Or add to it. That's why this is kind of cool, because you have endless. Some people might want to keep it original, and we're going to talk about that because that's like more the purist view of things. But yeah, like if you like tinkering, like how cool is this? Like maybe you buy this as a champion edition, or you buy some sort of Street Fighter cabin. You don't want that PCB. This video is hilarious, by the way.
It's awesome.
You don't want that PCB. Switch it out, right?
That's
like, and the thing is, the cool thing about it is a lot of those PCBs held their value. So you can go and sell that on the marketplace, and maybe you can, or even trade it. People love trading PCBs. So I think it's a really cool, it's an interesting hobby. It's not for everyone though, but I think that's what we're going to try to break down here.
That's right. Like you know, if you want to get into this, and I think that's very true. So there's a lot of us, I think, looking at the various forums and Facebook and Reddit, there's a lot of us that, or like me, for example, I always wanted to get into arcades, but I never really knew how or had the time or the money. And when you get later in your life, hopefully you're saving up money and you get to a point where you're like, hey, I could pick up a cabinet. And then Arcade 1-Up came along. And we're like, oh, I'll start there. We'll see where it goes. And then we all got addicted and bought way too many of them. And now here we are, you know. So
Justin, there's something. All right, I'm gonna. I know it's early in the show. But you don't know about this. I'm going to run a little bit of a teaser video, and there's going to be like a series of videos that will lead to a final video at the end of our show. So I'm going to hit you with this. So we're going to do like 4 videos throughout the show, small clips. I'm going to run one right now because there's something that's a surprise, and I didn't tell you about it.
That's right. You only told me that you aren't going to tell me.
Yeah, exactly. So here, I'll run the first one.
Okay.
Hey guys, welcome back. All right, if you're watching this right now, Justin has no clue that I'm about to run this, but I am going to pick up yet another arcade. I know I have an addiction. I can't help it, but guys, this one is pretty damn cool. So I will reveal it toward the end of the show. So stick around.
I hate you. I hate you absolutely. What is going on? Seriously, he did not tell me. This is a guy who can't keep a secret from me. I know every detail of his life. Oh, there's Classic Kim. She knows.
Wait, where is she?
Knows.
I don't see her in here. Oh.
Yeah, Classic Kim. Yeah.
Hey, that's a pretty sexy photo, Classic Kim.
Is that really Classic Kim or
it is
someone else?
Her.
Okay, all right.
No, that's her.
Well, that's really crazy. I'm really excited. I can't wait to say. So, okay, what's
actually Wicked Gamer and Collector thinks he knows what it is, and actually he doesn't know what it is.
Whoa.
This is in addition to. You don't know what this is, Wicked.
Oh,
I don't think. We'll see. I don't think you do.
Yeah. Yeah, when you bought your second Street Fighter, I was all
I
like,
want.
"Oh, come on. Nobody owns two Street Fighters."
I do want to
The
respond to
joke
a
from
couple
Back to the Future.
comments here. One is Wicked Gamers saying, "Hey, Kimmy," but Super Dimensional said the beard needs cleaning up. I'm going with the like. This is literally the quarantine beard. Like I haven't shaved it for like almost 2 weeks. I'm just rolling with it.
I had a beard and I just shaved before the show. I was thinking of doing the quarantine beard, but I was like,
I just said it.
yeah. Yeah, let's see. It's
Rexer
actually an
says he
interesting
thinks
idea.
He knows.
Okay.
So okay, I have a hard time keeping stuff. So I could run the second video,
No.
It teases what it is, but doesn't show you. But it would spark the conversation and get people guessing because you see a glimpse of it. If you want, I could run it right now.
No. Let's. Let's do a little topic and then we'll get into it. Okay. So remember, guys, we're talking about. Let's talk about for a moment. RetroRalph, can you do me a favor? Can you put on the helmet, the hat of like an arcade purist for just a moment? We'll call it, and he doesn't know I'm going.
The virtual, okay, yeah. Right, I'll put on
a virtual Ralph, right? Like a hat that, okay. So anyway, what would you say about Arcade 1-Up if you're the type of person that just always loves original hardware?
So I'm acting like I'm a purist. I want people to understand that this isn't my. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to act as the purist. All right.
Okay. So,
all right, so you're asking what I think about Arcade 1-Up?
Yeah, I picked up a Street Fighter Arcade 1-Up.
Oh, God.
Well, what's wrong with that, man?
Dude, come on. I mean, first of all, the emulation is terrible.
Well,
you know that, right? I mean, there's even parts of Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition where they don't even have the stereo channel there, so you'd have to solder the board. I mean, that's ridiculous. And emulation, and we all know emulation's not good. What are you talking about?
That was just the first generation, and like if you pick up the Marvel Superheroes, it doesn't have any of those issues. We got stereo sound, we got 4x3.
Cool, but if I bought my Street Fighter, then it's terrible. The
Street Fighters are a lot cheaper right now. You can get them for only like $199. Some people pick them up for only $75. So it's like, come on.
Okay, but let me talk about this. All right, so the screen, I mean the buttons and joysticks are terrible on those. I mean, you've got really good quality in the original. I mean, you've got hap sticks in the original. You've got, you got cherry micro switches and really good switches. It makes a huge difference. I mean, I'd be willing to bet you can't even.
But keep in mind, they are selling these at Walmart, right? And they want to get that good price point, and the average person that's going to pick it up is just going to play Pac-Man and just absolutely love it with the exact hardware that's in it. But if you want to upgrade it to a better hardware, it's super easy to do that. There's this guy on the internet, on YouTube, called RetroRalph, and he shows you exactly how to do it.
Oh, he's such a loser. Whatever.
All right.
So hi, I'm RetroRalph. Look at me. I can modify cabinets.
Loser.
Oh, come on.
Loser.
It's really cool. Like
you watch him?
Well, he does have an breakdown of how to do it. Like if you want to make fun of somebody, you should make fun of ETA Prime, because that guy, he just has the hands and then he shows you how to do things with the computer and never shows his face. And then he just stops talking about that and just comes out with another video and then another video and another video.
All right. But
then there's this guy called Ralph that actually goes down into details, shows you how it's done.
All right. Well,
I don't know what that was. That just made all that up right now. That does not express the real views of Justin, by the way. I don't know where that came from.
All right. So check this out. So okay. So you're am I still acting?
Sure. Yeah, you're acting.
All right. So okay. So you're telling me you got to admit the joysticks and buttons are not good. I mean, you're gonna switch those out, right?
I've switched them out on some. I don't switch them out on all of them.
Switched it out.
Yeah, like my Street Fighter, I switched it out. Pac-Man, I didn't.
Okay. I don't know, man. I just feel like, they're really small. I mean, how do I've seen them. I've seen them. You got to get on the floor to play.
You probably haven't seen it with a riser, though. Like, you're the type of person
I don't even know what that is because I don't care about the stupid thing. It's a toy.
Yeah. There's a huge difference versus the 3/4 scale sitting on the floor and it being on a riser. And you didn't take time to investigate that. You should have. Shame on you.
Okay, so there's a riser. So you're saying is the control panel at least at a height that's reasonable to play?
Of course. Now, granted, it doesn't have a CRT, but that's not really possible these days, right? Like, who's making CRTs these days?
You know, my buddy, I have this buddy, his name is, he runs this YouTube channel, Rexer Show. I mean, he came over the other day and we were playing Street Fighter on our 1-up, and like literally my elbow was in, or his elbow, I've been gaining a little bit of weight lately, you know, his elbow was in my side gut.
Here's the fact.
And we were trying to play and he'd be like, Hadouken, and be like, you know, it's like, I have way more space on my full-size
None of that's true, first of all. and you don't really play with other people because all of us
I know where you're going with this.
Don't really have friends.
Okay, fine. I'm going to concede this fact that I have 0 friends. So you guys are really my only friends, and I can't play with you because you're not coming over my house. So, all right, I will concede that typically I'm playing by myself because I don't have friends, because I'm a 40-year-old man who has a fiance, a job, kids, and the likelihood of my friends being available when I'm available is pretty much never happens. So yeah, so I am not. All right, I'll give you that one. I'm usually playing it by myself. Fine.
But what's really cool is if you do have like a family party, they can come over and they all kind of want to go to their own. But they suck
at Street Fighter.
That's true, but they all want to kind of go to their own arcade. And to be honest, when I have my parties, it's the kids that go to the Street Fighter, and they don't have any issue with the elbow. They're just having lots of fun. And then one dude's over there playing Galaga, another person's playing Pac-Man, and they're just Star Wars. They're just having a lot of fun. And I would have to spend like, I don't know, $20,000 to replicate that. I'm just making numbers up.
All right, but anyways, I do like, all right, but I mean, as a purist, I'm acting like one, because you didn't tell me we were doing this, but I would say that, yeah, there is, so I just break character?
Yeah, break character.
So like honestly, the whole CRT thing, CRTs are freaking amazing, trust me. Absolutely. I mean, they are. If you haven't played on one in a long time, and you do, you kind of forget, right? Especially if you've been playing games under emulation for a long time on LCDs. Some of you may even be playing it stretched, right? And you may be like totally fine with it being stretched. But then when you have it on the CRT in the right aspect ratio with the scan lines, because you're running on a CRT, it's like, it is utopia. It really is. Like, it is so freaking awesome. So it is a different experience.
Let's talk about that.
It's just so good.
So I do have a CRT over here, and a lot of you probably already know this, but for those that don't, and in the chat, share with other people if you're in this situation. I picked this CRT up on Craigslist for $25, and it is beautiful. So if you don't have a CRT and you're interested in doing original retro gaming,
Justin, can we just reiterate that I'm actually playing a character right now? Like, I actually love arcade. I just want people to understand, like, I know that there's LCD, like, scan line generators and everything, and they're actually really good. We were just having a little fun. So here's the deal. If you're interested in picking up a CRT, for those that don't know, try to find a Sony Trinitron is really, really good, or these Toshibas are also great. If you guys know some other brands, put them in the chat or comment. And you can usually pick them up either for free or for $25. I would recommend looking for ones that have, like this one I picked up, it only had one picture. So I emailed them and said, can you show me more pictures, like a picture in the back? And usually people were like, fine, I'll just, take a picture with my phone, no big deal. What I'm interested in seeing what components they have on the back. And mainly if they have component in S-Video, you're good. You probably don't want to pick up a CRT that only has RF, and some of those are out there, right? But these televisions, like this one, like the Toshiba and the Sony Trinitron, they have the component video and S-Video. Yeah.
And if you can play your consoles at least in S-Video, it's amazing. Because the jump from RF to S-Video, or I'm sorry, composite to S-Video, is really, really good, and a little bit more on the component. Component's basically the top you can get out of a CRT.
The other thing that's crazy, Justin, about the CRTs is like so I'm obviously, I've had a couple cabs with CRTs. Like my I haven't done a video on this, but my Galaga Miss Pac-Man, the 20th anniversary edition, it has a CRT. And the thing that was cool about that one, so guys, check this out. So when I got that cabinet, you can see it actually behind me in this picture. You could see it, if you can see it in the background. So you see that cabinet is literally, Justin, immaculate, because I got really lucky on this. It was an arcade owner who didn't put that game into rotation on the floor. He bought two, one for his arcade and one, actually he bought like 2 or 3 of them for his arcade. And then one of them he put in his house. So it was just for him. But Did you hear that?
Oh God, the burps are coming
Burping
back.
again.
No.
No,
Come on.
I'm good. But like, I don't know where I was going with this. Actually, I lost my.
You were
train of
talking about
thought.
how beautiful that arcade cabinet was. That
Oh
has
yeah,
the
no, it
CRT.
looks great. But the thing is, he didn't power it on much. Like he didn't leave it on.
Nice.
So there's a couple. So it doesn't have any burn in or anything. But burn in's gonna happen. But the thing that's kind of like this misconception about the actual CRTs is oftentimes what needs to be refreshed on the CRTs is really the electronics. So the electronics behind it, like the flyback and the chassis, is what usually needs to be recapped. So basically, what that means is they take all the capacitors off, they take all the old ones, and they put all brand new capacitors on it.
Right.
That's one thing, but the chassis themselves, there's also replacement chassis.
Right.
So like oftentimes you get a game, like people will dump a game. Like let's say someone bought a game, but like they had it in their house and they don't know anything about the technology end, and the CRT like dies, or they think it dies because like maybe some of the colors went out. A lot of times all that is it's the chassis. The something on the chassis needs to be fixed. Now I'm not saying that it's always super cheap, but let's say you pick up the game for like $300, right? And it's and you're talking a 25-inch CRT, you know, all the buttons are still nice, whatever. That's actually a really good deal because you could go and get that. Maybe you don't fix it yourself, but there's companies now that you can send the chassis to, and they'll actually recap it and send it back. Now there's some like fear factor to that because in the 90s they started doing discharged CRTs. So basically in an arcade cabinet, when you power it off, it would discharge itself. Some of the older games wouldn't. There's a lot of voltage behind that thing. So when you're discharging a CRT, like you can actually really hurt yourself.
That's right.
So like there are usually in every major city, there's like a couple of people that can fix CRTs and stuff like that. So just know like these are the kind of things you have to know about, because I kind of view, and I said it in a video once and I couldn't find the clip. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, I actually said that arcade 1-up is going to be a gateway drug for a lot of people. Because it kind of is, I think. And I think there's a place for both, though, too. Like, of course, there's going to be people that are going to say the original is the only way to do it. But I think it's kind of fun to even have like an arcade 1-up and maybe that one game that you just loved.
Yep.
And if you can find that game, it's fun to go on the hunt and find a deal. And maybe but if you're not comfortable with fixing things up, that's a lot of reason why people like 1-up. You take it out of the box, the artwork's pristine, everything looks really nice, has the deck protector. When you buy stuff like this, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed oftentimes. So you have to, that Galaga, however, though, that Galaga cabinet, I got that cabinet for, and I'm not saying this is cheap, but I got that for $800, which is a really good deal for that Galaga cabinet.
Like ready to go, right? It's like,
and it is pristine with zero. There's nothing I would do to that cabinet. It's in full working order. So
we got some good questions. I think we could stop for a second, and then for those of you that are just joining us, I didn't know about this seriously, but a couple minutes ago, Ralph showed me a teaser video that, you know, not only did he get, you know, a couple arcades, but there's like a third one he's getting or something, and it sounds like it's something I'm gonna really like or something because he's teasing me with it. But Jeff says, what do you think is a good price for a good-looking shell with graphics minus a CRT and game board? So I think it's just
the shell, huh?
Yeah.
Well, so that gets it. So it says good-looking shell with graphics. So, I mean, I just got. So I don't keep in mind, guys. It's hit or miss, right? So I just got a Street Fighter original, not Street Fighter 2. I got the original Street Fighter. The artwork on the side looks awesome. The T molding's clean. The controls are pretty good. And the board was clean and all worked. However, they didn't have a CRT in it. So it had they did the LCD conversion. They sold it for $300. So I mean, it's hard because I think there's this wide gap on. You can find someone that's selling it that maybe is an arcade, like they actually, what do you call them? Like someone that actually rents the machines out to be in the field. Like they may charge a lot more, but if you find someone that's selling it out of their house, they may just want to get rid of it. So it's really hard to say what a good price is. I mean, I'd say like 2 to 500. Yeah. Oh, there's 2 to 300. I would have said 2 to 500.
Depends on what game it is, right? Like if it's like a pristine game that
you're gonna get beyond 500. I think.
Yeah, and it's one that you love that's popular. So I think it's time, man.
The middle clip.
Roll your middle clip.
All right. So this is the middle clip. So this is so it's just to put it into context, guys. This is after I picked it up. You can kind of see it in the background. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, by the way. You have to, there can be guesses, but I'm going to be complete poker face.
Okay.
Ready?
All right.
All right, here it is.
Let's check it out.
All right, guys, I was able to squeeze it into the Jeep. I don't know how. The tailgate is not closed. It's being held on by one strap. So one tie down is holding this guy in place. So if it falls on the freeway, then it's because I'm a big dummy. But anyways, I will reveal it at the end of the show, but here's a sneak peek. If you see it, you can take a guess, but I'm not going to tell you until the end of the show.
Oh, man.
All right.
I have a couple ideas, but I don't know. I don't know exactly, but it's pretty exciting.
Does anybody want to guess? Oh, dude, Lewis. It's not Lewis says Area 51.
So we got
Dude, Area 51 would not.
my family.
There's no way
says,
Area 51 would fit in my Jeep.
My family says Neo Geo. Terry said Neo Geo. MM says MK1.
Okay, I just got to throw this out there. I would never get MK1 because I would feel actually bad. Like, Zohar has got me to a point where I would feel bad if I bought an MK1.
All right.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's talk about the difference again between owning an arcade 1-up versus, what can you expect?
Lewis says I wouldn't. I'm assuming he's saying I wouldn't feel bad. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Sabo says.
No. Don't share Sabos. I don't want
Okay.
you to share Sabos because
Okay.
Sabos, it's like cheating. Sabo knows every cabinet. I like show him a little clip. He's like,
I got it.
like he knows. That's not
Yeah.
Sabo's voice though. Sabo's kind of more like a buff guy. He'd be like, I know what that is, Ralph.
Okay, so if I were to pick up a Street Fighter 2, right?
Yeah.
Champion Edition, original cab.
Wait,
what's
what'd
gonna
Kim say? Kim said something? Someone said yes, Kim. Oh. No.
busted? So what can I
No.
expect between an arcade 1-up cab versus the original Street Fighter cab? You gotta focus here, Ralph. Come on, focus.
Wait, all right. Say what is it? Sorry.
Original Mario Bros. Okay, my question is,
Yeah.
if I were to own Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition cabinet and I
Yeah.
already have an arcade 1-up version, what are the big differences that I'm going to notice right away in my gaming experience? I'm actually playing it.
So here's the cool thing. You can go out there and buy really good sticks and buttons for your Street Fighter 2 to enhance the experience. Now, the one thing so I mean, if you want to, you could in effect buy almost the identical sticks and buttons to a Street Fighter 2. So that would be a benefit in the sense that it should play close to what the original will play like. Now, keep in mind, you still have that emulator that's there. I don't think the game is emulated terribly or anything for Street Fighter 2. But it does, but you will notice a huge difference, I think, if you haven't played the original arcade board in a while. You know what I mean? That is the thing. There's subtle nuances in the emulation that you'll notice when you play the actual board. But I think if you're like looking to have a good time, you love Street Fighter 2, I don't know that you're gonna. This is where the purist versus like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, you could always find something wrong, but like, I think if you put in like some really good hap sticks, you put in some nice hap buttons with cherry micro switches, like you're gonna really enjoy it. You're gonna enjoy it much more. And the one thing you'll notice is, I notice this a lot on the stock buttons and sticks for arcade 1-up, you'll have a harder time pulling off the moves. You really will. Like you will notice it. And it's not necessarily a skill thing. It's their buttons and sticks aren't great on those Wave 1 cabinets.
Right. For the casual gamer, it's probably just fine. So yeah, we got a super chat from our non-banned super chatter. It's a Stringer Film for $2. He says, "Real pinball." I wonder if that's his guess. That's pretty interesting.
Oh, I don't know.
You
You'll
know,
have to
so
wait
I
and
was
see.
thinking about that. So okay, I have a personal question for you. You know, when I had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I was thinking about swapping the Turtles to Hap because every single time I've ever played Turtles more recently, I don't know about the original when I was a kid. They're Hap, like they're totally Hap, like 4-pound.
Here's the problem with Turtles. So actually, it's the problem with a lot of those games. This is what you'll notice. Arcade owners will try to cut corners to keep games into production. So some of them won't put in the original equipment. So like I've played some turtles that play terrible in the arcade. They used to have leaf switches for the buttons.
Mm.
I don't know if I'm assuming they were, I don't know the brand that they were, but I'm assuming they were probably cherry leaf switches. So the buttons had leaf switches. So like sometimes you'll go to the arcade and play those games now, like an arcade that's like you rejuvenated the games. And now if you went to a place like Galloping Ghost in Chicago, I bet they take every angle they can to make sure that game almost plays identical to the original, where they try to get the best sticks, the best buttons, the ones that would mimic the best that they can. So it is tough though, because if you go into like some of these arcade bars, they don't take as well care of the games, and so sometimes the buttons and sticks are actually the different from what they actually came with.
Yeah.
And then there's the whole thing that I'm definitely going to get wrong. Sabo or Super Dimensional, save me on this one. There's this whole thing where like Suzo Hap is like produced. I sent you the thing the other day.
Yeah,
I can't remember. Like there's now like 2 development arms where one's China brand and I can't remember where the other one comes from. I didn't think there was a huge difference, and actually Super Dimensional, who's in the chat, was like, you need to go buy these and compare. And I did, and I was like, dude, he's right. Like actually he was totally right. I was blowing that whole thing off for a long time going, oh yeah, Hap competitions are fine. And then he sent me to yeah, here it is. Yeah, there it is. And he's actually right. Like it made a huge difference. I went and bought those, and they're not much more money though. That's the thing. Like I want to say they're like a couple bucks more if you go to the right place. And it is that much better. The other thing that I will say is if you put Hap sticks in an arcade 1-up, you do have to kind of like take a Dremel and sort of, I think on the left stick, you have to kind of like shave off. Is it like that
even on like Street Fighter, or is it?
Yeah, because they don't fit. The Hap sticks have like I don't have one with me right now. I have them all downstairs.
A larger base, right?
The base is larger, yeah. So you do have to like, you could take a Dremel and sort of like Dremel off a little bit of it to make room, and it's not going to affect the play of the stick or anything.
Another option could be you could go with Sanwa, right? But then go to like a 4-pound spring.
You can. I mean, the weird thing is, dude, about the Sanwas and the 4-pound spring, I just feel like there's something about those Hap sticks that they just feel right for the fighting games, where Hap to me doesn't for Street Fighter, at least. I don't know why. It just doesn't. Maybe because that's not the stick it originally had. And I love, the thing about the Hap that I love is I love like the way that it returns back to center. I don't know how to explain it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you mean.
So this is what Rexer Show said. Yeah, they're called IL Euro sticks.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a pair of those and I love them. I feel like I can tell a little bit of the difference, even though generally speaking they should be exactly the same. I really don't think they are. So if that's the thing, if someone wants to chime in and give me the purist breakdown of why those are better, I feel like they do feel better, but it might be in my head because Super Dimensional told me, but I feel like they're better. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's
oh, that's weird. So
that
Real Hap fits perfectly in Costco MK2. Why would that be? I think it's the same control panel size.
Maybe it's just that. Well, how much different is it? To get that Hap in there, do you just have to cut out just a couple millimeters?
So this is a good point from Super Dimensional. The cherry version of a Sanwa JLF with upgraded spring is as close as you can get. I still think though, when you do that, you'll still like the Hap better. So if you're not like, let's say you're someone coming in brand new, you don't really know the historicals of it, and you showed someone both of them. If you gave someone a JLF stock, you definitely would not choose it over the Hap. No way. I don't think you'd think it's too loose. You put the 4-pound spring in it, it really does stiffen the stick up and makes it operate a lot more like the Hap. But I still would go back to, I know, stiffen the stick. Whatever. But I'm telling you.
Hey, Zohar, we're sorry, man. I was just joking. We love you.
Zohar, we love you.
I was just shining light on how sometimes you're a little vocal in the group, and some people are like, hey, calm down, Zohar. We do think you should take it down a tad. But thank you for the support. We really appreciate it.
We do. We totally do. Of course. Are we ready for are we ready for the reveal clip or no?
Hold on. Stringer Films, $2. Thank you so much for the super chat. Just screwed it. No router needed. So that's the with the
I don't know why that would make a difference. I'm gonna have to go back and revisit it.
You have one, right? You had the Cordal. You bought the Costco.
I have it. It's in storage. I'm actually doing a video next week.
Yeah.
So so next week I'm doing a video that's actually titled "What's in Ralph's Storage Unit," because there's so much stuff in there now. I think you guys will find it interesting. Like, and you can also get a little bit into my brain where you see, like, I've told people on the stream before, I get into projects and then I bounce around and sometimes I lose interest in a project. I'll get back to it, but you can kind of see like where I lost interest along the way in certain projects, because there'll be like half modded things that I've never shown on the channel before. So it's kind of fun. Like, I went and tried to mod the turtles and just got over it and didn't care.
All right,
come on, Zohar,
we
buddy,
got
you gotta understand,
Zohar's
like-
we got Zohar's last super chat. We love you. Thank you for all the support this time. Okay, so let's move on. You're gonna show the next video then?
Okay, so if he was indeed the mascot, then he needs an outfit. Like, you're not going to be the mascot of the show without an outfit. So if indeed he is going, if you guys think he should be the mascot, then he needs some kind of mascot suit. What would be our mascot suit? What would it be? Someone chime in the chat. What would be the mascot suit that Zohar would wear? It'd probably be something Mortal Kombat, but
actually, that's a pretty good idea. The Toy Shark suit.
I mean, we do have the Mortal Kombat character select screen on the backsplash of the show, so
that's right. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what people say. Meanwhile, let's do the reveal.
All right, we're gonna do it. All right,
I think.
Are you guys ready though?
I think we're
Are you
ready.
sure you're ready? All right, we're gonna do it. All right, in 3, 2, 1. You're gonna hate me, Justin. Here it is.
Okay.
All right, guys, here it is. What is it? It's the Play Choice 10. Chris Guizada's gonna have a freaking conniption fit. This is it. It's the Play Choice. I'm so pumped for this.
Dude, I hate you. 'Cause seriously, I just told you I wanted a Play Choice, and you're like, "Hey, look, there's one in my area." And you're like, and which one did you get? Did you get the one with Tyson in it, or
it has Contra, it has Super Mario 2, it has Contra, it has what did I tell you? Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yeah, that was the one. That was the one I was like, you should get that one.
Yeah, and it doesn't smell it like Classic Kim.
That's so classic.
I can't tell you how much. I can't tell you how many times she sends me that.
I know. So here's the thing. A couple months ago, Ralph started sending me this, palm face, and he would say something in palm face, and I was just like, "That's a Kim thing. I know that's a Kim thing." And I was like, "Did Kim teach you that?" And you were like, "Yep."
By the way, Rexer, it was completely a coincidence, and he didn't know. So he absolutely did not know. So you just got Nash.
What do you mean?
Because you said Play Choice 10 in the beginning of the show, and that's why I was like, that's why I kind of like tried to go.
Oh, I see. Yeah. No, I didn't know, but Ralph also knows that I've been wanting a Play Choice 10 for a while, because I've talked about, for example, you can pick up a Play Choice 10. Let's say you can get a Play Choice 10, but it doesn't have any games. There's this adapter that you can get that allows you to plug NES games into your Play Choice 10. And so it's kind of like an option. Like, there's different ways to get set up. And then what's nice about a Play Choice 10 is it has a different picture processing unit from the actual Nintendo. So it has RGB out natively. Now, there are hacks out there that allow you to get RGB out of the Nintendo PPU, like the NES RGB or the high-def NES. But that original does have native, and that's how it's feeding into the monitor. So not only is it basically Nintendo architecture, but it's like the highest quality Nintendo architecture that you can get in an authentic cabinet. And I want one.
Yeah, so it was interesting. So I didn't get a chance to I did open it up, but I didn't get a chance to film it. First of all, the condition of the CRT is like spot on, but it's just a really cool. The only thing wrong with it is the marquee doesn't light up, but I think just both the bulbs are out. Sure. It looks like it has 2 bulbs from what I can see.
Yeah,
but
that's an easy one, right?
Yeah, it's just like it's really cool. The other thing that's kind of neat about it is just the weird, like, it's not JAMA. It has these like 2 interface boards that plug in from the controls, and then I'd have to pull the whole system out. It looks pretty intricate, actually. Like, I've seen them in videos, but I never had a chance to really play with it. But it's really quite cool. Like it's a cool system. I don't know that I'd want to mod it though. That's the thing. Like I don't know, Justin. Like that's a tough one for me. Like would I want to pull it out and like do that update that you're talking? I don't know that I'd want to do that.
Well, if that I would only do that if it didn't come with games. Like if you found one in your area, because I think one of the ones I saw, I searched the internet and there was one that was like it's in perfect condition, but it doesn't have any games. And then from there, the person said you can get this NES game board, and then you can
use
an NES game, and some of the
does it convert their cartridge slot into like an NES so that you can take 10 slots and make NES slots out of them? Is that what it does?
Yeah, I think you have to buy one for each. But actually no. I first of all I don't have one, but it looks like it has its own game screen, like. It itself, it said NES gameplay or something like that. I can't really remember. But the thing is if they're basically making a compatible version, there is already support for loading your own ROMs onto an authentic cartridge. I mean, I don't know. Could you get an EverDrive to plug on a PlayChoice? There's a lot of different options that you have for a PlayChoice. If I could have all the original hardware, that's what I would do. It's just if it becomes really expensive, then
I'll have to open it up and I'll have to open it up and really start digging into it. But I was just excited because the CRT was in great shape. A lot of times I've seen a lot of play choices over the years where there's underneath the marquee, there's like a really cool speaker grill, and a lot of times that's rusted. And so you can fix rust and stuff. But when I saw how good condition this was in, actually the one thing that I need, Joe Sabo, is it doesn't have side art. There's no side art on it. Not the side art on a PlayChoice 10 was kind of like whatever anyway, but it would look cool. I didn't think it was the coolest side art, but I think there was also, Justin, there was a super chat in there that you missed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Up a little bit.
Zerfox, thank you so much for all the support throughout the last couple months.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks,
video
man.
on Pinball FX3 on a vertical cab?
Yes, I will have that at some point, maybe next week. I'm not sure, but we'll definitely get to that. So there is some caveats though. So guys, if you do get the FX3 add-on for coin ops, you're not going to be able to put that in cabinet mode. And the reason why is because it's not legit at all, right? Like they do provide you a code. You can't get a code from them if you're using that software. So you'd have to download your own version of FX3 and get the code. The code is free though. The cabinet code is free. But the thing is, for me, I bought most of those FX3 games, so I just went, and by the way, it takes them a little while to get you the code back. So what that is, I'll give you the quick 2-second version, is if you download FX3 and you want to set it up with a DMD and a backglass, you need to get a code. So if you don't have the code, it's just one vertical screen, and you have the DMD that kind of rides on the screen. In order to unlock the code, now on FX2, you don't have to do that. In FX2, you can just have cabinet mode without a code. So if you download CoinOps, I shouldn't really be saying this, but if you download CoinOps FX2 add-on, you can actually run, or the FX2 version, you can run that on a cabinet and you'll have all the games.
All right. So reminder, if you want to show support for our show, hit like right now. We did hit 160 in the chat, and you think that like button does nothing? Let's see how many we get. If everyone presses like, see if we can get a few more people in here.
We've never encouraged you to press like, but if you really are liking it, it would be really cool because it does actually help from a YouTube algorithm perspective. We never really talk about that, but it would be pretty awesome if you all just like smash the like button.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. And hold on, wait, I'm gonna do my impression. Wait. Oh no, wait. I'd be combining two different YouTubers.
That's fine. Let's do it.
No, smash that like button is what Mad Little Pixel says. But
never
mind. I was gonna do my arms. I was gonna do my. I still can't get his accent down. He's got like a very unique accent. Cause he goes,
"Hey guys, welcome back."
No, that's not it. It's, "Hey guys, ETA Prime back here again." But it's like he's got this little southern thing.
Yeah.
This is ETA Prime back here again, but he has like this little twangy thing. I can't get it down. It's not too twangy. It's like a little bit of twang.
Can you do your Mad Little Pixel without swearing?
No, I actually aren't. I'm not good at. I can't impersonate.
I think I can do his
Pixel
intro.
that good.
Welcome back to the channel, guys.
That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good, man. Smash that. Cowboy Retro Ralph wouldn't say smash that like button. He'd say something different. He'd be like,
okay, bye, bippity boo, bippity boo.
he'd be like, hey, man, why don't you tap that like button? Tap it. Tap that like button. That like button, man. All right.
Okay.
That could go a little tap. Could go a whole bunch of different ways. So I'm gonna. I can tap those thummies. What? Oh wait, Stringer Films. Tap. I don't know what that means. I don't know if this is a dirty thing or something. I'm not really sure. Tap those thummies.
Yeah. So let's
when Justin doesn't when Justin knows I'm doing something. Oh, it's
I'm
okay,
all like,
bye bye, and boom.
That's it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So check this out. We've been talking about arcades, and a lot of you. Oh my god! What the heck?
Casa Kim is all over it today. She is all over it. No, no.
Jeez. Did you have to say it out loud, Kim?
She's laser focused today. She's all up in. She's sliding into those DMs like you wouldn't believe. I don't even know if that's not really the right way to use that. I just love saying slide into the DMs. I think that's pretty funny. I guess that's like when if you're like single and some like guy or girl goes onto your it's sliding into the DMs. It's just really funny. I sent Justin this thing and I said I'll be logging on in a minute, and it was like, I wish I could put that on the screen. It was a fat guy on a slip and slide that was like was going by. Anyways, I don't have no way to show it, but whatever. Anyways,
so Sam wants to know what we're using for our live stream. This is a service called StreamYard. Yeah, it's all web based. It's actually pretty nice. So you're not using what's the really popular one everyone uses? The
OBS.
OBS, yeah, the open source broadcast.
So we were using OBS originally. The problem with OBS is it gets like the thing that we should I even talk about this? No one cares about this. Anyway, well, Sam, basically 2-second version. So OBS is great. I use it for a lot of things. For different videos I make and everything. The thing is though, with OBS, I can stream from my Elgato. I can do all these things and incorporate a lot of different things. Where StreamYard simplifies everything, but gives you less access to external devices.
Yeah.
So, but it is nice for this kind of a conversation. It works really well.
What's really nice is both of us see. I'm clicking through what people say.
Justin is Jake from State Farm.
Yeah, but so can Ralph. Ralph can click all of them because we're both logged in as Ralph. So I can say stuff like, "I love Justin. He is great."
Wait, are you gonna put something as me?
Yeah.
Hey,
Justin.
see, I didn't type that. I didn't type that. But he can show it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Justin. He's great. See, cool. Anyways, wait, again. See, I didn't type that again. So, nope. I'm just kidding. That's messed up.
Anyway,
all right.
And
man.
man.
Classic Kim should have a show takeover. I've wanted so Classic Kim. Just real quick, we'll focus on Classic Kim.
She's in the other room, right?
She's downstairs, so she is. She could walk through that door.
Have her call in.
She could. I should have her call. Send her the link
from
to her
downstairs.
phone.
We'll send her a link.
She's really good on camera, but she actually is a very shy person. So she doesn't think she is good on camera, but I think she is.
All right, Kim. If you want, how about this? You come up, just open the door a little bit and say, "Hey, everybody," and wave your hand. You don't have to show your face. Everybody hit 1 if you want to see Kim's hand. Say, "Hey."
All right. I'm also going to encourage her to do it. Let's see if I can get her. Hold on. All right, you guys vote really quick, and let me see if I can get her to do it. Maybe she'll even
we just got a bajillion ones. The software can't handle it. All right, Kim. Just give us the hey guys. She can give us her best. Hey guys, welcome back.
All right, I asked her, so we'll see. The tripod's kind of in the way. Oh wait, what did she say? Oh, she did the cover eye. She did this emoji. See, I told you she's shy.
She's like, I'm too shy to do it. That's fine. So that's great. So in the last week, Ralph has picked up 50 original arcade cabinets. And that's what we've learned. He's been selling off all his 1-ups because he's like, that's it. I'm out. No, that's not true. You love 1-up and you love Legends Ultimate. You just want it all. You just want it all.
I like them both. I'm having a good time with both. And I think that's kind of the thing is like, look, we could go back and forth forever, right? And you and I talked about this. You could go back and forth on what way to play, what's the best way to play. But I think ultimately it's just whatever fits your budget, the room you have. If you're having fun, you're having fun. And this is where I completely disagree with those free play guys. The free play guys went on this rant about just how terrible Arcade 1-Up is or any of these things. They don't actually talk about at games. Maybe because they view at games as like a multicade where 1-Up's trying to like build replica of like an original kind of thing.
Right.
And so I just feel like I don't know what they're fun. If people have fun with them, you know, and they can go in and change some of the stuff out to make it a better experience or leave it stock, whatever, then have fun. You know what I mean? I think that's what it's all about. So I'm never going to have that.
Oh my God.
Oh, wait, that's Tanner. You got Tanner instead.
Oh, Tanner.
Oh, wait. Here she is. She's saying hi. That's it? Oh, come on.
Hey, Tanner. How's it going? Hey, why don't you tell...
say hi in the microphone. They can't hear you right now.
Hi.
Yeah, he's super enthusiastic for the show. Totally tell. So that's all you got? That's all Kim did?
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it. So thank
Tanner's
you so much.
now going to awkwardly stare at you.
Now check it out. Stranger Films, you might want to check. Chat below. How did you... What is it? Facebook message? How did you... He said he sent you a picture of Haps fitting on a Costco MK. Why don't you pull that out? Because
did he send it to me to Facebook?
Use your browser to find it. And Super Dimensional, $2 for chocolate for Kim.
So sad. Tanner's gonna leave and not come back.
We'll give him a big hug.
Kim is literally behind the door, scared. Like she won't come in the room. I can hear myself because she has it on. Like she has it on her phone. She's not coming in. Seriously? She won't come in the room.
Wait, I think Tanner's going to push her in or something. That's a little
I mean,
mean.
you can't walk in here because I have to trash this room.
Yeah,
come on.
Stranger
Get
Films.
her in here, Tanner.
Facebook Messenger, man.
Tanner's trying to drag her in here. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
He's actually dragging her on the ground.
What is going on?
Oh my gosh, literally Kim is... I wish I had a way to put the camera on the ground. She's on the floor. Do you see her? She's on the floor over there.
Camera just for a second.
You won't come in? Come on. You're disappointing so many... You're disappointing 175 people. You are famous. 175 people are like, what up, T-Man? I'm so bummed. All right, well, she came in and said hi for a second.
Okay,
go look. So that's cool.
Go look at Facebook Messenger. Okay.
I'm trying. Hold on, Justin. Oh, so what did you do? Did you like... All right, I'll put it up on the screen. It looks like he bent... Like maybe bent the pins a tiny bit on the side for the micro switches to make it fit.
Let the rest of us see.
All right, hold on. All right, hold on. Kim is probably... She was on the floor a minute ago. I don't know what's going on.
She said she was scared to go in.
She said she's scared. So see, if you look... You can kind of see... So it just makes it. So I guess you can make that fit then. I actually had tried making it fit before, and I kind of I dremeled this side off a bit. Like I dremeled a little bit to make it close. So I don't think they changed. Maybe because of the button placement might be slightly different on the MK, but I can't remember what cab I put. I want to say it was a Street Fighter. I had to like just dremel a little bit off the side.
Was that hard to do?
No. You just take like you know what you could do? It's kind of a hack, but you know, on Dremel tools, they have Dremel tools that are like sanding ones. It's like a circular sanding type thing. Yeah. You just kind of lightly sand it, and it's melting the plastic away a little bit, and you could do it. But it means dude, you could buy like a cheap Dremel from Harbor Freight or whatever.
You see,
yeah, and just kind of
Stranger Films is showing like you just put in the left side first and then snap it down. I think is what he's saying.
Okay, so kind of like it might flex it a tiny bit.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's really
no
cool.
Big deal. Well, cool. That's cool because honestly, maybe I was overcomplicating it a little bit.
So going back, like we were talking about, if you were to get a real size cabinet, what's the first thing that you would notice? And you're saying the joysticks. So evidently, the joysticks is
you're
super
100%.
important. And then you were saying the emulation for sure. Emulation on the newer Arcade 1-Up cabinets are really good. They upgraded to higher quality everything really, and then they told their companies that are handling the emulation to make sure they squeeze the best out of it.
Tanner knows. Tanner's like, oh, this is the guy that talks about 4x3 69.
Okay, all right. All right. So
Just kidding.
so then it leaves you with just basically the screen. Because the wood, like, okay, yes, the original hardware, original arcade cabinets are gonna have thicker wood, but that also means it comes with extra weight. I think maybe like my family comes over and they'll like play Galaga, and my sister, she's all like, and it's,
Well,
like,
that's the other
shaking
thing
the whole
too.
cabinet.
So that's the other thing. So this guy,
But that's just her. Like no one else.
no,
does
it's
that.
not though, dude. I had this guy come look at the Star Wars cabinet because I was gonna sell it. Now this was like an old guy who used to play that Star Wars cab, and dude, he grabbed the yoke. And I keep in mind, I put the Allen 1 on it. He's like, "This doesn't play exactly like the original," and like he's like lifting the damn cabinet like off the riser with thing. I'm like, who plays games like that? I mean, he was playing like he was
So
actually
he's
like
that
in
person that plays when he's playing Mario, he's like trying to make Mario jump by going like that.
Oh look, someone's
Oh
asking you a
no
question.
no shaming, by the way.
What's your favorite arcade cabinet your dad has?
While he's asking,
Wouldn't you say the
Zohar, we
golden
love
tee
you.
one out there, the one that's got golden tee, the golf one, the golf and bowling one?
No,
so you just feeding him the answers, dude.
Which one?
the one downstairs, like the big long one. And it shoots it.
Oh,
Oh, he likes the pinball one. He likes the virtual pinball one, but that's not an arcade one up.
Oh wait, I like the.
The Street Fighter one, another one that's not an arcade one up, but the mini ones, the smaller ones. You're not just making stuff up.
he's like
Yeah,
my
the little ones.
he's like my daughter.
He just pointed to the games. He's fired.
Like, Legends
I'm just
Ultimate.
kidding. I'm kidding. No, he said Legends
He's
Ultimate.
Arcade game?
Huh?
Arcade game?
Yeah, like one of the cabinets.
This is when you tell him he was adopted.
I'm really glad he didn't hear that. All right. I
Of
don't know.
course he knows.
It's
I did.
fine,
Of
Tanner.
course he didn't hear that.
You don't have to like any of them.
I like pinball machine.
He likes the pinball machine, but you also like the one. He actually really likes the one over here. The I'm pointing like you guys can see it. He actually really likes the Toy Shark, but not the Toy Shark, the modded Toy Shark.
And Kimmy's back with little
She's
shy.
so shy. I
Little
told
shy.
you. I told you.
It's okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. The hack
Also,
games one.
Kimmy said something.
Yeah, she did. She put the scared face. You were dragging her, and she won't come in. Even if Tanner can't get her in, then no one's gonna be able to get her in because I
I'm
can't.
gonna get her in. I'll be right back.
Oh wait,
Okay.
hold on. He
We're
said he's
on a
gonna get her
mission.
in. Oh, all right. Okay.
Okay.
We got to wrap the show up here soon. We're going over I actually told Kim we're staying to the time.
That's
I
right.
talked to Justin already. He's on board, and we already blew it.
That's right. No. We got 3 minutes, dude.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is it. Everyone stay to the end because I'm telling you, this outro is gonna be amazing. So
I have an outro.
yeah, I haven't told you about it. I haven't told you about it yet. So check this out. Okay, well, let's wrap it up. Arcade one up versus full size cabinet. Which one's gonna win in a war? Come on, Ralph.
Are you asking me?
Yeah. Let's come on.
Well, I mean, the arcade cabinet's gonna win all day long. I mean, but it's not really a fair comparison. But yeah, of course, the arcade game's gonna win.
So let me go to Walmart and pick one up then.
Look.
Oh my gosh.
You seriously won't show your face? Come on, just say hi. All right, she's being weird. All right, just leave her alone. It's fine. She's shy. Now you can see half of her face and her hair bun. All right. Bye.
Well, you know what's really nice about all of this is that, Tanner's really comfortable with Kim, and it's really cool to see your
Yeah, totally.
your
It's
family,
awesome. It's awesome. Um,
and Stranger Films super chat. Thank you so much, Arcade One Up,
What?
because you didn't throw your back out.
she's really tired, so no. I can hear myself because she has the audio on. I'm hearing double myself.
Yeah. Well, I had a lot of fun today. What do you think, Ralph?
Yeah. What are you pointing at? What? There's not food on there.
I bet there is food on there.
Oh, there might be. It's either food or a booger, but whatever.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us for another episode.
I think you're trying to get me to finish the show, aren't you?
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for another
Oh, no, but I
episode
want to- I
of
thought
the
we wanted to-
arcade. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for another episode of the One Up Weekly. And we just want to say a special message to everyone. It doesn't really matter how you play these arcade games as long as you do. And that's the most...
He got rid of my screen. That's
Yeah,
not cool, dude.
That's what's awesome about when you have admin access to the tool. We both can control each other. But the cool thing is, Ralph doesn't know how to get rid of me, so I'm just going to keep on talking.
Oh, I got rid of him. What's up?
It's a war now. You're gone. It's me. Welcome back to the art.
Oh, I got rid of us both. All right, I'll bring Justin back. All
right, here we go. Well, we've hit our hour, and we're gonna. I think maybe can we try to do another quick midweek One Up Weekly? Maybe this week.
Yeah, if we can, let's do it. I did want to bring. Can I show something?
No,
really
we
quick?
have to go. So remember, if you do not have notifications turned on, please turn those on, because if we do a show midweek, you want to be notified and watch it with us. It's a One Up Weekly Quarantine Edition. And there you go.
Just made that up.
No, someone in the chat said it. So everyone keep on remembering the most important things. I do want to do a quick PSA for everyone. The World Health Organization is advising people to follow the 5 simple steps to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. 1, please wash your hands. Cough and sneeze into your elbow. Don't touch your face. Like and subscribe to RetroRalph, and stay home if you feel sick. Those are the 5 rules. Everyone needs to do them. So, Ralph, let us go.
I'm pretty sure you made up a couple of those, but I wanted to say Stringer Films, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I love that. Justin is leading the revolution of resolution. That is really genius, dude. I love that.
That's pretty good.
You are.
Yeah,
you
I
are
like it.
Revolution. I think that's an episode. Revolution of Resolution is definitely an episode where you should talk to us about how you connect your consoles.
Let's get honest here just for a second. We're going to do a quick vote here. Press 1 if you actually want an episode where not just me, but Ralph and I will tell you the best way to connect various equipment to your devices. Hit 1 if you're actually interested in the revolution of the resolution episode.
Okay, because we could do it. I'd actually be open to do it, even though I probably fall asleep halfway through. But I would totally be open to it.
Oh, come on, stop with the act. You're the one
you're
that
getting
tells
some
me.
Zeros. Hey, Mike, why? Mike gave you a big fat 0.
No,
Goose egg.
Mike always gives me a 0, and so does Zohar, because he's in bro love with you, not me. And then most are 1. So there we go.
Okay, well, we gotta go. We gotta wrap it up. But I was gonna say wait, is she picking up right now?
I think so.
Oh, well, let me. All right.
Goodbye.
I love you.
So nice.
All right. So here's the thing. Do I even want to talk about it? The stupid.
Just say it. Say it.
So I made up this joke. Justin and I have been talking about the whole Restrictor Gate 4-way, 8-way thing with Arcade 1-Up, and I came up with Restrictor Gate 2020. It's stupid, but I did want to show you that I actually was at a place today that had Bad Dudes, and I just want to show you Bad Dudes is an 8-way game, just saying, but here it is. Eight ways.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
Did that just happen?
Yeah, I actually saw that there was a Bad Dudes there. I'm like, I know Bad Dudes is 8-way. So the thing is, so everyone's all talking about the 4-way, 8-way Burger Time thing.
And keep in mind, we're calling this hashtag Restrictor
Gate 2020.
That's right.
Restrictor Gate.
Get it right. When you want to talk about it, make sure it's Restrictor Gate 2020.
Yeah, so it's the weird thing is, so Bad Dudes is 8-way, came originally as 8-way. Caveman Ninja came originally as 8-way. They were both horizontal games, which I mentioned in my review. So yeah, they mixed horizontal and vertical cabinets. It probably wasn't a great idea to do that. I actually feel like that's more of the issue than the 4-way, 8-way, but I've been playing Burger Time with an 8-way stick forever under emulation. I mean, I play it on the Legends Ultimate, and it has an 8-way gate, and it's fun. I mean, yes, it won't register diagonal movement, so you do have to kind of, when you're playing in 4-way game with an 8-way stick, you just have to be more pronounced with your movements.
No,
You
no.
don't want to go diagonal.
It's Restrictor Gate 2020. The gate is
Yeah,
in
it's
there
not
twice.
just Restrictor Gate 20. It's Restrictor Gate.
Yeah, someone say it correctly, and then we'll put your name up there. Yeah, I think that's true, and the reason why is because the restrictor can be changed easily. The emulation software cannot. With the Arcade 1-Up current
but
version.
I will say, like, there's two things wrong with the cabinet.
There you
if
go.
you really, if someone was looking at it and said, hey, let's think about this cabinet we're releasing. I hope in the future they don't mix vertical and horizontal games. Now I have the cabinet, they gave it to me, so whatever. That factors into it. But I have a lot of fun with it. But I'm not a big fan of Bad Dudes, actually. Like, Bad Dudes didn't translate for me. It didn't stand the test of time, honestly. It's kind of a boring game. Caveman Ninja is actually really fun and entertaining and really colorful.
Yep.
So I view that cabinet as, like, you got Burger Time 4-way, you got Karate Champ, which is fun, 4-way, and then you mixed the horizontal game. So it's like they kind of made two mistakes. It was the vertical and the horizontal, and then you had the restrictor.
But I remember
gate,
in your video you said, like, when you're playing the horizontal games on the vertical monitor,
you
like,
do kind of like, dude,
it's not a big
I
deal.
like, but I also like don't hold. Maybe I need to hold them a little bit more to a higher standard. But like they've done so great, trying to improving things. Like if you really have to have a 4-way, then you put on a 79-cent restrictor gate and you're done. It will affect Bad Dudes though, so it does affect Bad Dudes, and it will technically affect Caveman Ninja. But I bet it probably would still be fine and playable. It wouldn't really bother you that much. It's like,
And we
it's
talked
weird.
about
Like, where
this
does it
early
stop
on.
though?
We were like, okay, the type of people that I'm not trying to talk about people. What I'm saying is, I believe the demographic for Burger Time are people that want the Burger Time cabinet, the look and feel. They don't want to convert a cabinet to Burger Time. Like they're attracted to the Burger Time cabinet. Take a shot every single time I say Burger Time because of the shape of it, right? And they want the primary game. They want all the games to be good, of course.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, Justin, like, where does it end, right? Like, I have fun with the Legends Ultimate. I have a great time with it. There's 4-way and 8-way games mixed on that. There's a lot more.
See,
but like, I'm not switching the gate when I play Burger Time. I just play it that way.
For me, I'm not too worried about it because I never play them anyway.
Oh, that's messed up. But hey, look at it this way. There was someone in there. I'll defend myself real quick. There's someone saying that I'm not saying the truth about it. Look, it is what it is. I'm just saying, like, this is where you get into that purist versus whatever. You're still just buying a toy, and yes, it plays Burger Time. But when I did my video, I knew that it had the 8-way, 4-way. I honestly didn't think people would care that much, so I didn't even talk about it. I knew it. I just didn't really talk about it because I'm like, I don't think it's that huge of a deal. I actually thought the bigger deal, which is what I mentioned in the video, was the horizontal and vertical games. Little did I know that one person that commented at Arcade 1-Up caused this huge frenzy, but now everyone's going to stick a 4-way gate on it, and you still have a problem with the other two games. So it's like, you're kind of like this whole idea, you just have to live with it. It's like some things you just live with. If the 4-way thing is that big of a deal, pay the 79 cents, put a different restrictor gate on it, and be done. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah,
but whatever.
I mean, okay, let me real quick to be clear. I bought a Pac-Man cabinet and then turned it into 8-way because there's a whole bunch of games on the 16-1 that are not 4-way, but most of them, I think most of them are. And then I had a Galaga that was 2-way, right? Technically,
the gates
2-way.
are the issue though,
Like,
because
the moment you put multiple games on it, like, you have to start using the joystick of the common denominator.
But the gates are the issue because the game can't process that diagonal movement. So what'll happen is if you're trying to go up a ladder and you happen to have a diagonal movement, like two of those micro switches are firing at the same time, it doesn't know what to do with the character because it only processes up, down, left, right. That's it. So if for some reason you're not, you're kind of off, it'll actually affect the game. So it's just one of those things, right? The cool thing is it was a limited release. They're going to have some fix for it, which is cool. But I guess that's my bad. I'll fall on the sword for that. I actually thought people would care more about horizontal versus vertical games than the actual restrictor gate. So I guess next time when I'm doing a review, I'll mention it a little bit more. I honestly didn't think that was the thing that people were going to care about there.
You know, I want to get a 3-way stick.
No, but the restrictor gate will restrict it to 4-way.
I want it to restrict it. Like, I actually, to all honestly, I wanted to modify my NES controller so you can't press the back button and then try to beat Mario. Like, that would be fun. Like, try to beat a game, but there's extra difficulty.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I don't want. I've always. I feel like I'm getting a little bit defensive here. I've always been as upfront and straight as possible, and I will admit that even though I knew that was there, I didn't mention it in my review, and I probably should have. So I'll fall on the sword there, and I'll be more aware to mention every like minute detail of it for future. So that's the bottom line. But I wouldn't. But if I loved Burger Time, it wouldn't restrict me from buying the cab because I would just go take the $79 piece of plastic and put it on the bottom and force the 8-way stick into a 4-way restrictor and be done.
We're 10 minutes over time.
Yeah. Someone made a sexual reference to the conversation we're having, of course. So.
All right. So thank you very much for joining us for another episode of the One Up Weekly. I've been Justin, and he's been RetroRalph, and we'll see you on the next one.
The next one. That was kind of good. You're a little off.
Let's try one more time.
All right, ready?
All right. Thank you so much for watching the One Up Weekly. I've been Justin, and this is RetroRalph, and I'm going to continue talking so that he has that awkward look. But anyway, and we'll see you on the next one.
The next one. Oh, it was still not good. One more time.
Okay, you say
I'm
goodbye.
going to lead it.
You lead it.
All right. Ready?
Lead it.
See. All right. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'm going to do the whole thing. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. And we will see you on
the next one.
That was good. That was really good. All right. That's it. See you guys.
Bye.